The second thing that people should be on notice is Rob Flaherty, when he was finance minister, and Rob Flaherty was, as a human being, was a sweetheart. I can tell you that from Ontario. And he had, he was really, a lot of his measures were never put in, even though the government promised to put them in. In the last two budgets, he put Canadians on notice. If I tell you that I read the budget papers every year and I look at them, you probably think I don't have a life, but it's because I'm a tax lawyer. I need to know what's, I have an interest in this historically and constitutionally. In the last two budgets that he oversaw as finance minister, how many of you heard of the term bail-in? Not bailout, bail-in. Show of hands? All right. So, let me explain to you, sorry, suckers, what bail-in means, okay? With the first financial bank crash in 2008, the governments, the US and Canadian governments, bailed out the bank debt. Just gave them the money, they bailed them out. Flaherty said, never again. He put us as taxpayers and depositors on notice that we're bailed in to the bank. When you deposit $100 into a bank account, I have some news for you that you probably don't know. The money belongs to the bank. It's their money. All you get in exchange for that $100 in the contract is a promised return for the principal and interest on that money for the bank's use, even though it's only 0.25% on some accounts. So, what happens if the bank goes bankrupt? Well, you as a depositor are bailed into their bankruptcy. You're bailed into their debt. And as a common depositor, you are a simple creditor under the Canadian bankruptcy laws. So you will stand in line and you will get your portion of the actual money on the system. That's it, what they call in reserve. The bank reserves right now are 2%. So for every $100 that you deposit, they're only required to keep $2 in reserve. So you will stand in line and get 2 cents on the dollar if a bank goes bankrupt. And all of you are saying, oh, no, but I saw the commercials. My bank account, $60,000 is guaranteed by the insurance fund. That's true. But the entire global maximum of that fund nationwide is $2 billion. So maybe you'll get another quarter cent in addition to your 2 cents. That insurance fund is a placebo, okay? It's only $2 billion. That's nothing for a nation of 35 million people, all right? So understand this. You are bailed in to the bank's debt. And people ask me, when I talk at conferences, well, you think what almost happened to Cyprus could happen in Canada? Yes. I say no. It's already happened in Canada. In 1992, in Alberta, a trust company went bankrupt. Mr. Justice Esty of the Supreme Court Justice ran an inquiry. At the end of the day, I think those depositors got 8 cents to the dollar. So not can it happen, it's happened, and of course it happened in the Great Depression, big time, okay? So this is where we are. So we are allowing private bankers in a foreign country not only to determine our banking policies and everything else, but to hold us hostage to their private profit needs.